All right. Great. If you are here with me, if you're watching this, welcome. So I believe you can hear me loud and clear. So today I want to talk about a topic which I know it's very, very important for every one of us to understand. And it has to do with the importance of um, the importance of you affirming your goals, affirming your vision. Um, I got to learn something quite powerful many years back, and that is this: if you set a goal you plan to achieve, all right, it is not going to come into reality if you just set it and leave it there. In order for that goal to turn to become something that you achieve, that's a reality, you must make sure that you affirm those goals. Now, life, you as a person, you are a magnet. But now, all around you is a magnetic field. And the goal or the vision or the target or the financial target that you plan to achieve is always outside your magnetic field. Now, and if you don't ensure your magnetic field strength increases to the point of attracting or getting that thing outside that field into your magnetic field, you will find it hard to achieve your goal. Let me give you a perfect example now. Let's say this phone right now is here. All right. This is what this phone wants to magnet, this battery. Now, let's say the magnetic field surrounding this phone is around here. If the phone magnetic field strength is not big enough to attract this battery, the phone will keep on going in circle or keep on moving like this and back, like this and back. So in order for you to ensure your magnetic field strength is heightened or high enough to be able to attract this battery to you, there are certain things you must bear in mind. You don't always hear people talk about this or people teach about this because of the fact that a lot of people want people to continue staying or living in that circle because they do so that they will continue to remain in power, and the people who are in that circle will be people that they can control. But I'm not that kind of person. That's why I want all the things I'm looking and pushing so hard for is for everyone within our team to actually grow together, build strongly together, and achieve our all to achieve the common goal and still achieve our individual goal. When that happens, you realize that the time will come, you watching this, the time will come, I'll say, okay, you know what? You have to go to Abuja, to fly to Abuja. Then, and you realize that, oh, you forgot something. You can just make a call, you book a flight because you have the means. Or there's a person you have to meet. You can say, okay, let's meet in Sheraton Hotel. You pay for the meal, you meet with the person. All these things can happen from a place of heightened expertise, of heightened capacity level. But if you don't have these things, you realize it is going to be hard for you to do what? For you to actually achieve that. So if you want to grow your magnetic field strength, you want to grow your capacity level, the ways to grow those things, exposure is I'm not going to release them like one, two, three, ranking. No, in no order. Exposure, reading, practice, study, activity, or work. These five things are the ways to actually increase your magnetic field strength, to increase your capacity. The more you are exposed, traveling or whatsoever, or you get exposed by watching documentaries, what it's doing is expanding your mind. There are people that if you just call 5 million naira, they're like this. But a time will come, this are not amount that will shock you. Let me tell you something. Look at this. All right. This is the map of the whole world. Some persons feel like for them to go from this country to another country may seem very, very hard. But the moment your mind gets exposed to the point that you know that From here to here, you just need to, it's just you having the means, the financial power to book a flight, and you go from here to here. Now you realize that your mind has grown, because this is the thing here. God created us with no limits. God created you and I with no limits, no barriers whatsoever. I mean, you can travel. He created the world with no limits, no barrier whatsoever. You can travel to Lagos, you can travel to UK and all that. It is the world, men, that crafted systems to bring about limitations. But when you understand that in your mind, you should not allow that limit to cut your mind, you can do a whole lot. But some people, they allow the systems that have been created by men to affect their mind. And that's where the challenge comes in. So I want you to ensure you find. That's why the books we always make sure that we are reading every month with the review we're doing. It's not just to ensure that we are reading, it's to ensure we increase our capacity. We've had some of our team members do exploits, do amazing things. But one of the things that the Holy Spirit had told me, is the fact that if care is not taken of embodying and ensuring that the whole team grows at the right pace, a time will come. It's going to be 50 or 60% of our team members will be doing exploit. The other percentage will be feeling left out. And before we will now realize that to start helping them, it may seem hard. But to ensure that everybody runs at that pace and we achieve exploits, because the time will come. You watching this, one of the major key things is that you are going to be the key person that will be training other persons. I may not need to be training them. They are going to come. You'll be the one to be training them, but you cannot be the one to train other persons if you do not build the capacity to handle that. And take it again from this aspect. God, there's an ocean in front of everyone. That ocean is quite big, it's quite high, it's quite large. But now the amount of water you draw from that ocean is dependent on your capacity to contain it. Now, if you want to increase your capacity level, you need these things. These 5 things I just talked about. That is what will help you to increase that capacity. And among all these things, you must always make sure that at the center of all these 5 things is God. Putting God at the center solves and handles a whole lot. That's why there's a prayer we're all going to be praying. I'll see that in the group with time. We're going to be praying those prayers. It's going to help our spirit, help our mind, help our body, help us in all round, so that we can see and start experiencing transformational changes. All right. I hope you got value from this. This is majorly a video to share with you how you can be able to break the barriers of achieving any targets in your mind whatsoever. So this video, I would also share, in case you're one of our Logzano stakeholders, amazing. You can still apply this to ensure that this video was visually done for our team members, but I just had a thought that I should also make this available for our Logzano stakeholders. So if you're one of our stakeholders and you're watching this, that's fine. You can still put this into practice. These 5 things can help you break the barriers. And you have exposure, study has to do it. Now it goes beyond reading. You are reviewing, and I'm not going to talk about that right now, but there are 3 key things to bear in mind when it comes to reading and making the most of your reading. But study has to do with you writing and summarizing what you're reading. So when I have reading, we also have practicing what you're learning. Because if you're only learning without practicing, you are going to start dying. Then if you're not reading, you start rusting. Then you have to start working. Be active. Activity is directly proportional to productivity. So you have to be active on doing things and all that. With this, it would help you to break a lot of barriers that limit or hold you back from achieving your set goals. I hope you got value from this. I care about your growth. Enough is enough of people who keeps on oppressing, who keeps on holding up or holding back information that will help others grow. We need to actually grow to ensure that we can be a blessing to others. All right. I hope you got value from this. If there are questions, you can drop it. I will do my best to, or one of our team members will do our best to also reply that. Okay. I celebrate you.